Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at this Dune voltmeter. I picked it up for $19.99 from Anaconda, the club price, but it's pretty good for this price. And yeah, just a voltmeter with a little battery indicator, voltage and state of charge. Range accepted is between 8 and 100. The rating current is 15 milliamp hours, and what we're most interested in is the battery types. There's lead acid gel, calcium, AGM, or lithium. And I can tell you that it is for lithium-ion and lithium-ion phosphate. Operating temperature between minus 10 degrees Celsius and 45 degrees Celsius, and it weighs 20 grams. And as you can see, it's a rectangular shape here. Nothing in the box because I've already opened it. And here it is. It's quite a nice little unit. The temperature sensor there, and we just have a little plug with positive and negative. And I've actually put this braided cable on it because there's two thin wires, so I wanted to protect it. Heat shrink both ends, put an XT60 connection because I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'm just going to use it as a floating voltage checker for my various types of batteries. And to test it, firstly we'll use this battery box, got a lithium-ion phosphate battery. The voltage on this voltmeter says 13.4. So if I plug it in here, it comes on. And we get nothing because I haven't set it up yet. How do we change the voltage? There. Oh, it actually has a buzzer in it. So 13.2 volts here and 13.4 volts on the actual voltmeter on the box itself. So the main thing with this is we need to know what battery type these can handle. So the first one is lead acid. Second, ternary lithium batteries, that's your lithium-ion, NMC. And 3F is lithium-ion phosphate. And I think there's another one, which is custom battery settings. So you can set both empty and full voltage. So that's really handy. You can be really specific. So even if you didn't want to use these three, you can just set your own custom voltages. Okay, so to get into the setting menu, you hold down set. Okay, and this corresponds to lead acid. If you press the power button, that goes through all the voltages, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, and back to 12. Okay, and then to confirm your choice, you press set. So at the moment, this is set to a 12-volt lead acid battery. And yeah, it's going to report full because based on that voltage, 13.4, it's full for lead acid as well. But we're going to change this to lithium-ion phosphate. So we'll go back again, hold down set. We have to go to 3F. And as you see here, it starts off with 3. That doesn't equal volts. These numbers don't equal volts. These are the number of cell strings. So for a normal 12.8 volt nominal lithium-ion phosphate battery, there's 4 cells because each cell is 3.2 volts. So we're going to set this to 4. There we go. Now, not really advisable to use a voltmeter for lithium-ion phosphate because of the very flat discharge curve. You're better off getting a shunt, but in a pinch, this is still okay. You just have a lot of hovering in this area because, yeah, the flat discharge curve. So, yeah, 13.2 volts is, almost all the way full, 73%. Let's try a different battery now. So I'll turn that off. Actually, does it remember if I replug it in? Yes, it does remember. Okay, I've got a different type of battery now. I've got a battery box here, and this is my 24 volt system of lithium-ion. So it's a 7S. I will plug it in. There we go. We need to change this now. So we're going to set this to 2. And again, these values equal the number of strings. So this is a 7S system. Set it to 7. Press set. And there we go, 29.1 volts. So actually this voltmeter is very off. And I did have doubts about this being accurate because it was getting really high. But it's, yeah, obviously 0.5 volts out. 29.1 volts, 29.1 volts, that's full. I'm going to take off that one. Now, if I plug in a 3S system, which is a 12 volt lithium ion, let me just swap it over. This should like not be the same. Yep, because it's still set for a 24 volt system. We'll change this to a 3S pack. So what can it go up to? 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 is the biggest, the largest pack size. There we go, 12.4 volts, 100%. 12.6 volts fully charged for lithium ion, so that's fairly accurate with that voltage, the battery indicator. And yes, this is really cool. Really handy for lithium ion batteries and lead acids because they have a much easier voltage discharge curve to estimate the state of charge. Now, as you heard that there was a buzzing sound, we can actually set these things off. So display can be turned off after 10 seconds. Let's see what's that set to. So we have to go to setting 5. It's set to off. So if I press that, now it'll turn off after 10 seconds. And we'll wait. Yep, it turns off. Okay, and I want to check the low voltage alarm setting. It's set to 9.9, so you can actually change this by pressing the power button. To get to the other digits, you have to hold down the power button. I want to actually set this to 9.0. There we go. Once finished, press the set button to confirm. So it's going to beep at 9 volts. It's absolute minimum. And if we want to turn on the beeping sound, I think it's on by default. You go to the settings again, hold down set. We go to setting 7 and it's on. I like leaving it on actually. There we go. Now the last thing we want to check is being able to set custom voltages. So we'll go back in the settings menu and we'll go to, here we are. And I think we just set use the power button as well. So empty, we would go to 9 volts. Absolute empty. And then the digits on the right are the full voltage. So 12.6. Interesting, it doesn't show you a decimal place on the right side. There we go, 94%. That's pretty accurate. There we go, this is a really good price, $19.99. I think I'm going to pick up another one, very handy to have. And of course you can mount this, cut it out flush and just push it in. There's some plastic tabs there. Just a bit of bonus content for those of you that stay towards the end. I am charging this EcoFlow River 2 with the 24 volt lithium-ion pack. As you can see, we're drawing 108 watts and we'll be able to see the state of charge go down. So I'll check in a bit later so you can actually see everything going down. The River 2 is now fully charged, and as you can see, the voltmeter is now showing 27 volts, 73%. There we have it. If you have any questions, leave them in the video comments and I'll see if I can answer them for you. This was the Dune 4WD voltmeter.